My mic on? I think it's on. Excuse me. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another 1984 community replay. Straighten out this wire. And tonight we're going to play game 2 here in LA between the Chicago Cubs of 1984 and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Game 1 ended in dramatic fashion. Hello Kev, how are you? It ended in dramatic fashion. If you didn't see that game, I suggest you go right to the ninth inning and watch the bottom of the ninth inning. It was pretty interesting. Anyway, tonight we have Rick Sutcliffe going for the Chicago Cubs against Oral Hershiser for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Sutcliffe comes in at 2-7 with a 4.43 ERA. Oral Hershiser comes in at 7-3 with a 2.05 ERA. So let's get these guys. Let me see, ballparks tonight. Ballpark is 6 for the lefties, 15 for the righties. Diamond shots, 8 for the lefties, 5 for the righties. Okay, so for the Chicago White Sox, and here are their lineups for tonight. The Cubs come in at 41-38. If you want to follow the standings in this community replay, Kev, I don't know if you're in the community replay. I'm not that sure. I don't recall your name. The community replay. I'm trying to get that up. Okay. So for the community replay, you go to Cards and Dice Baseball. Download the app to that. It'll give you the standings and everything else what's going on here. For the Chicago Cubs in the National League East. Right now, they're 3.5 games out from the New York Mets, who holds the National League division in the East, with Montreal following, and the Phillies both 2 games out. Okay, Kev. For the Los Angeles Dodgers, they come in at 43-36. They are 2 games out in the West. San Diego leads the division by just 1 game, as the Houston Astros sits 1 game behind them. So that's what you have as far as the divisional standings go. And for the Chicago Cubs, their lineup looks like this. Leading off and playing center field will be Bob Denier. Batting second and playing second base will be Ryan Sandberg. Batting third and left field will be Gary Matthews. Batting fourth, the first baseman will be Keith Moreland. Batting fifth behind the plate, Jody Davis. Batting sixth at third base, and I'm surprised he's in the lineup because his glove play last night, we'll say, wasn't that great. Ron Say. Batting seventh, and in right field, Jay Johnstone. Larry Bowe will bat eighth. He'll be the shortstop, and Rick Sutcliffe will be batting ninth. And I want to see. Let me try to get the camera a little closer. We'll go like that, I guess. Come out this way. All right, let's try that. Let's look at the adjustment. This is why you could read the cards, because the last video I wasn't zoomed in that great. Okay. For the Dodgers defensively, and they're not that good defensively as far as ranges go, because the 3 outfielders are all 4 range outfielders. Mike Marshall, last night's hero, will be in left field. Mike Marshall. Oh my God. Oh yeah, Mike Marshall in left field. Reynolds will be in center. Franklin Stubbs will be in right. The two corner players for the Dodgers, Guerrero and Brock, both are 4-range gloves at the corners. And in the middle, Russell's a 4 with Steve Stacks, who is a 3. So we should expect some errors. All right, so let me get the computer game up and make sure that the managers are not on, and they're not, and we're about to begin here. All right, so leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder, Bob Denier. Denier is batting .268 so far during the season. Oral Hershiser finishes his warm-ups, and here comes the first pitch of the game. And that would be a tower miss. Oh God. And that's going to be a 1, boys. And that's going to be a 1-5. 1-5 from the right side. That's tapped right back to the mound and gloved by Hershiser. He throws over to first to Brock, and there's one away. So that's the way this one starts off. Ryan Sandberg, the right-hand batter, batting .281. What do they do here? Just a second. All right, I just wanted to look at some. Okay, Ryan Sandberg stands in from the right side. He's batting .281. Hello, Frankie. How are you? 281 during the season. Sandberg looks in. Or Hershiser looks in. Gets a sign by Sosha. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-7 from the right side. And that's a ground ball to the left side. Russell's going to glove this one. He throws to Brock at first. And there's 2 away. So Earl keeping the ball down low, like he should be. Okay. You're entitled to root for the Chicago Cubs. Gary Matthews stands in. He's a right-hand batter, batting .333. 2 down. Hershiser looks in and gets the sign and the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-12 from the right side, and that's going to be a range play to the pitcher. Oral Hershiser also is a 4. So this could be an adventure for him. Let's see, and he's loaded up, as I can tell, on the error chart. And let's see if he can get out of it. So it's a G1 and a 6, and he's going to boot it. He had no choice but to knock it down. And let's see what the official scorers give him, and they're going to give him an error. So E1 with 2 outs, and Matthews, let's look at the, he's a 16 from a 2 to a 5, and minus the 2, knock it down to a 14. Solskjaer's a -1, so knock it down to a 1 to 13. Can Matthews get there? With Moreland, the cleanup hitter, at the plate. Moreland comes in at 295. He's a right-handed batter. And I'm not going to do anything with 2 down. And here comes the pitch by Oral. And that's going to be a 2-11 from the right side. And that's going to be a range play to right field. So this could be another adventure on a 2-11 to right. Did I read that wrong? 2-11 from the right side, and I most certainly did. I read the 5 column. It's not a range play, my bad. And instead of a range play, Moreland's going to have a diamond shot. A diamond shot for right-handed batters. For a diamond shot, it's 1 to 5, and I know, and that is a 2, so that ball is hit deep and far back. Back goes the right fielder, Stubbs. He's at the track and at the wall, and it goes into the right field pavilion, and that is a 2-run homer. So an error, like I said, was going to play a big part in this game because there's a lot of fours out there for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and instead of it being a 1-2-3 inning, it's now a 2-0 Chicago lead. So that is number 3. So it's 2-0 as we get started here in LA. Yeah, obviously, yeah. They got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plays that are all 4 range plays. So, and we're off to a bad start for the Dodgers. Here comes Jody Davis, batting 333. He's batting from the right side. And here comes Hershiser's pitch. And that's going to be a 310 from the right side. 310. It's chopped down to third base. Fielded by Guerrero. He throws across the diamond, and that finally ends the inning. Here in the Cubs' first inning, they get 2 runs on 1 hit. There was an error, and no men left on. We played a half. It's Chicago Cubs 2, Los Angeles Dodgers coming to bat. Two runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Okay, yeah, 2 unearned runs. That is correct. That is correct, Frankie. Okay, for the Los Angeles Dodgers, their lineup would look like this. Steve Sachs will lead it off. He'll be at second base. R.J. Reynolds will bat second. He'll be the center fielder. Franklin Stubbs will be batting third. He'll be in right field. Pedro Guerrero will be at third. He'll hit cleanup. Mike Marshall, the hero of last night's game, will bat fifth in left field. Batting sixth, the catcher, Mike Scioscia. He'll be behind the plate. Greg Brock will bat seventh at first base. Bill Russell eighth. He'll be the shortstop. And Orel Hershiser will bat ninth. He is the starting pitcher. All right, so Steve Sachs batting 265 is a right-handed batter. And Rick Sutcliffe, 2-7 with a 4.43. First pitch of the game. And that's going to be a 2-11 from the right side. 2-11, it's ground ball to third base, picked up by Ron Say, the ex-Dodger. He throws across the diamond, and that is 1 away. He had a ground ball last night that was hit to him, and he tried to get the double play, and he could not. And the Dodgers wind up taking the game. If you didn't see it, Frankie will tell you it should be looked at in the 9th inning. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. What I say, 2-11. All right, so 1 down, and here comes R.J. Reynolds. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat from the left side. He's bat 262. Could be, Kev. And the pitch. 4-6, and from the left side, 4-6 is going to be a split on a triple, 1-5. That's a 20. He's not going to get that. The right fielder, Jay Johnstone, coming over towards the line. He slides and he makes the catch. Jay Johnstone with a nice sliding catch. Right field. I gotta put that as a nice catch. So that's 2 away. Reynolds 6. Yes, it is. It was. All right, so 2 down. Franklin Stubbs will step to the plate. He's a left-handed batter, batting 229. Shucks. What did I, fly ball. Frank is a Met fan, as well as I am. Oop. Okay. All right, where'd you go? All right. Yeah, I knew it rolled behind the seat. Okay. All right, so Franklin Stubbs is going to receive a 2-2 pitch from Rick Sutcliffe, and let's see what happens. 4-5 from the left side. 4-5 is going to be a split. 1-2 on a home run. He does have the power. That is a 15, and that ball is going to find the gap, and one hops the wall. Stubbs goes into second base with a 2-out double and a possible home run. It was hit well, but the ball must have died out there. And Franklin Stubbs strolls into second base, all right, with 2 outs, and here comes Pedro Guerrero. He's batting 269 on the season. Guerrero is a right-handed batter, and I didn't put, I'm trying to, that was a split on a 4-5. And that was anything but less than 5. Okay, so Guerrero steps out of the batter's box and steps right back in. 269 hitter from the right side, runner in scoring position. Here comes the havoc, nothing doing, and here comes the pitch. And that's a 4-8 from the right side, and that's the 4 column is vulnerable for Sutcliffe. That 4-8 is ball 4, and he walks Guerrero. So we got first and second with 2 outs now. And here comes the hero of last night's game, I would say, right, Frankie? Last night's hero, for sure. 4-8. Let me pull out the score sheet. Last night's game. Let me see. Marshall, he went 3 for 5. He had a triple with an RBI, and I won't tell you what he had his last at bat. All right, so he steps in with first and second now. Marshall's batting 220 on the season. Batting from the right side, Sandberg from the stretch. Mr. Marshall was the hero last night, that's for sure. Here comes the havoc, and nothing doing with the havoc. Here comes Mike Marshall's pitch from Sutcliffe, and that's a 6-9 from the right side. 6-9 is going to be a range play to short. 6-9 to short is Larry Boa. Boa is a 322, so he has to clear a 1 through 4 off the 20. And let's see what he gets. And he'll get that 9 for a G3. Now checking for errors, it's a 10. And it's a ground ball to Larry Boa. He scoops it up. He'll throw across to Moreland, and that's a 6-3 putout to end the inning. So for the Dodgers, no runs here in the bottom of the first inning. They do pick up a hit, a walk, and they leave 2 on. We played 1 here at Dodger Stadium. It is the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. No runs. 2 hits, I said. 1 hit, damn it. One hit. Okay, we'll go to the top of the second. Monsey will lead it off, followed by Jay Johnstone and Larry Bower. Hershiser is waiting for his pitch, and Oro's toes the rubber, and here comes Wines, kicks, and he's going to deal it. That's going to be a 5-6 from the right side. 5-6 is a split on a double, 1 to 5. That's a 19, so that's a fly ball to left field. The left fielder Marshall moving over towards the gap, and on the run, he sticks out his arm and he gloves it for the out. So that is one away. Jay Johnstone will step in, batting 300, the left-handed batter. Hershiser looks in, gets a sign by Mike Sosha. And again, I'm trying to do the opposite of what I normally do, and I don't get that done correctly. It was a split, I know that. Split on a double, okay. The left fielder made the catch. Sorry for the delay. I'm trying to work out something new here. Right side. I don't see the, let me see. Say. 055. All right, so now Jay Johnstone steps on into the left side of the batter's box, batting 300, and here comes the pitch. That's a 2-4. 2-4 from the righty, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. So that is the first strikeout of the game, and Oro gets it. 2 down now on a 2-4. And Larry Bower stepping to the plate with 2 outs. Bower batting 251. And here comes delivery from Oral Hershiser. And that's going to be a 4-8 from the left side, and that is called a strike 3. The home plate umpire, Ed Montague, calls him out, and Larry Bower did not like it. And that'll take care of the inning for the Cubs here in the second. No runs, no hits, and there were no errors. It's a 1-2-3 for Oral Hershiser and the Dodgers. We played 1.5. It is the Cubs 2, and the Dodgers nothing. All right, we go to the bottom of the second inning, and I'm going to take a sip of coffee. All right, so we go to the bottom of the second inning. Mike Sosha will lead it off. He's batting 295. So far during the 84 season, he'll be followed by Brock and Russell. Rick Sutcliffe, he looks in, gets a sign by Davis. That's a foul tip. And here comes the pitch. That's a 4-7 from the left side. 4-7's a split on a double. That's a 13. He's not going to get it. Fly ball to center field. And here coming in, and he makes the catch at the knees to put Mike Sosha away. So that is 1 away on a 4-7. 4-7. Here comes Greg Brock. Brock is a left-handed batter, batting 239 during the season. Why didn't that work? Why did that work? that's going to work. Okay, so Brock stands in. And here comes the pitch that'll count, subject to change. Nobody on base. And that is a 110. 110 from the lefty. From the right-handed thrower, 110 is tapped right back to the mound. Gloved by Sutcliffe. He goes to first base over to Moreland. And that's 2 Dodgers down. Here in the second, Bill Russell will stand in. 110. Russell is batting .234 on the season. Right-hand batter, Sutcliffe looks, gets the sign. They got the dropsies tonight, that's for sure. And here comes the pitch by Sutcliffe. That's going to be a 6-9, and that's going to be a range play to the shortstop, Larry Bower. 6-9. And Bower is 322. He's going to be challenged for the second time in this game. And that's a 5, and he's going to get to it on the G3. Let's add up the numbers at 12. He's going to play it cleanly going up towards the hole. He turns, he throws, and he gets him. So it's a 6-3 putout, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Rick Sutcliffe and the Los Angeles Dodgers. We play 2 here at Dodger Stadium. Cubs lead it 2-0. All right, we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Rick Sutcliffe will lead it off, followed by Bob Denia, and Ryan Sandberg will be in the hole. Sutcliffe carries a 4-card pitching, a hitting card, and Oral Hershiser looks in. The righty gets a sign by Sosha, and here comes Sutcliffe, who bats lefty. Pitch is a 5-4. Lefty, I said, right? 5-4. That's going to be a ballpark single on a 9 for a lefty, and that's not good enough. So what did I say? 5-4. That's a high fly ball to center field. Reynolds coming in, taps his glove, and makes the catch. So Sutcliffe puts some wood on the ball. And here comes Denier. Denier is 0 for 1. Damn it. What was it? 6-9. Not 6-9. Ballpark, I said, right? Ballpark left. Ballpark left. 5-4. 5-4. Okay, so here comes Bob Denier. Denier is 0 for 1. And Hershiser's pitch to Denier. And that goes as a 2-9 from the right side, and that's lifted to left field. The left field marshal is coming over, and he's going to make that catch for the out. So that's 2 fly ball outs here in the 3rd inning. And here comes Sandberg. Sandberg is 0 for 1. He sets in on the right-hand side. Hershiser. How do I personally declare a strike? On the pitcher's card, I go as a strikeout looking, and on the batter's card, swing and a miss. All right, Hershiser with 2 outs. Sandberg at the plate. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hope it's not a walk. And that's going to be a 3-11 from the right side, and the 3-11 ground ball to the right side. Brock fields it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that'll do it for the Cubs. Here in the 3rd, it's another 1-2-3 inning for Oral Hershiser and the Dodgers. We play 2.5 here at Dodger Stadium. The Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. You're watching the 1984 Community Replay Project. Anybody can join. You just gotta just follow the links. I gotta put that into the video description to see if anybody wants to come in and join and see what we have here. So what I say, 311, and that is it. Okay, we go to the bottom of the third inning. Yeah, Frankie just answered that. Yeah, Kev, we're both from New York. We go to the bottom of the third. It's going to be Hershiser, Sachs, and Reynolds. Dodgers trail 2-0. And Rick Sutcliffe is on the bump. He finishes his warm-ups. And here comes Hershiser's pitch. He's a right-handed batter. He's carrying a 3 card. That'll count, subject to change. It doesn't. It's a 112. And he popped it up into the infield on the right side. Sandberg is calling for it. So is Boa, who cuts across. But Sandberg is going to make the catch. That's a 4P for the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. Here comes Steve Sachs. Sachs is 0 for 1. 112. Come on, Mike. All right, 112. You're in Wisconsin, Kev? Yeah, I got family in Wisconsin. All right, so Sachs stands in, ready for his dice roll here. The wrist was killing me. And that's going to be a 3-6, and that's going to be ground ball to third base. Ransay is going to glove that one, and he throws across the diamond for the out. And the computer made a mistake. So that's a 5-3. And the roll was a 3-6. And that is out number 2. So that's 2 down, and R.J. Reynolds stands to the plate. He hit a ball to right field with right fielder Jake Johnstone made a nice sliding catch on him for his first at bat. He's looking for something more positive now, and here comes the pitch by Sutcliffe. And that's going to be a 3-4, and that's going to be a ground ball to the right side. Mullen fields it, and he'll flip to Sutcliffe for the out. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. So we play 3 innings here at Dodger Stadium. The score remains Cubs 2, Dodgers nothing. We'll go to the 4th. We'll go to the 4th, and it's going to be Matthews, Mullen, and Davis for the Cubs. Oral finishes up his warm-ups. And let's start the 4th. Hershiser throws the rubber. Matthews reached on an Oral Hershiser ever. And Mullen popped the 2-run homer thereafter. So let's see. Oh man, what the hell? Hold on a second, guys. Something, sorry. Okay. We are complete. All right, so again, Matthews stands in. That's a good possibility, Frankie. Drama is yet to come. We'll get it, for sure. I'm pretty sure of it. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-6 from Oral Hershiser 2-6, and he loses Gary Matthews. That's ball 4, so we got a lead-off walk here in the 4th. It's not what you want to do. Cameras are on Tommy Lasorda. Now he's standing up and he's starting to pace the dugout. Keep rolling. So let's take a look at Matthews. He's a 16, like we said before, minus the 3, so he drops down to a 13. And let's see what manager Fry. It was Fry that was the manager, right? If I stand correctly. All right, so we're going to go for the jump here. And Gary Matthews is a 2 through 5 for 13. Let's see if he can get it. And, ooh, and that's not going to do it. He's going to be, let me see. I always get a little mixed up with this. Okay, so it's a 1. It's going to be a pick off. He's going to be picked off. And what's his second number? It's an 11. So his ratio on that is 11. So he has to clear a 1 through 11. I forget if it's he's safe on 1 through 11 or he's out from a 12 to 20. I gotta check that. Let me see if anybody knows. Just pop it into chat. Because I gotta go to the rule book. Okay, so is it less or equal to the run rating? Okay, so it's an 11. So here we go. Let's see who's going to get the pick off. I do 1, 2, 3. It's going to be the pitcher. 4, 5, 6, the catcher. It's going to be on the pitcher. So Oral Hershiser has a chance to get him. 1 through 11. And he's out. So Oral Hershiser picks off Matthews at first base. 1-3 on a pick. PK. Let me read that again. Let me see. 1, roll to 20. The roll is less or equal to the run. You are correct. He's safe. My bad. All right. So obviously I need the white out. All right, so he dives back safely and doesn't have a good lead. So let me write that down. Doesn't get the jump or the lead. So that takes care of that. Marlin is still at the plate, and here comes the Havoc. That's an 11. Here comes the pitch from Marlin, who's 1 for 1. Here I should have, let me see if I can get his stats up real quick. Marlin, Cubs. Let me see how many he jacked out, and that one is going to be number 9 on the season. So that is 9. So he hit his 9th home run of the season. And here comes the pitch. 3-7. And that's going to be a base hit for Keith Marlin. He's 2 for 2 in the game. Rounded second and headed for third is Matthews. And how big is that play looms that he didn't get picked off. Now there's first and third with nobody out, and the Cubs are threatening. Cubs are threatening here, and Jody Davis will step to the plate. Marlin, he has a lot going on in his card. All right, so you got to pick it up. It's a 5. 5 to get a 13, so it's a 10, so we're not doing that. And Matthews. All right, let's see. 3-7. And too early to call infield in. 2-0 down. I'm gonna call infield in. Infield is in, so we got first and third. Jody Davis at the plate. And Davis is 0 for 1. Rounded out to third his first time up. That's a 4-0 on the Havoc. Yeah, that's the way I'm playing it, Frankie. That's the way I'm playing it. Here comes the pitch by Oral. And that's going to be a 4-6 on the right side, and that's a strikeout. So Oral Hershiser gets his third strikeout, and he strikes out Davis looking. And that was a big out right there. That's one away. One away, and here comes the ex-Dodger Ron Say, who blundered a ball last night. Let's see what I want to do here. All right, we're going to keep them in. So we're going to go in for Ron Say. And Oral Hershiser steps off, goes to the back of the mound, now steps back on the rubber from the stretch. Here comes the Havoc. And we got a wild pitch on a Havoc, 1-9 for Hershiser. And that is an 8, and that is a wild pitch. And Matthews is going to come and cross the plate. Moreland will go to second. And the Cubs now lead it 3-0. Wild pitch roll. Does they have a lot of A's? Yeah, he has quite a few. He has more than what he really wants. Yep, does have a lot of A's. He has one on the 11, one column, 1-11, 1-4, 2 column, 2-3, 2-11, 3 column, 3-3, and that's it. No, 3-3 and 3-4 on the 3 column. Oh yeah, he has a lot. So we're gonna have to do a little adjustments here. I'll be right with you in a second. Wild pitch. That wild pitch scores a run, and that's not what Hershiser wanted to do in this situation. There's a runner on second, so yeah, Frank, I don't have, they're not in. And that's a wild pitch roll. He just doesn't wild pitch that one. Here comes the pitch to Ron Say, and that's going to be a 2-7, and that 2-7's lifted to center field. And Reynolds coming over towards his right. He's going to make that catch for the second out. So 2-7 is an out roll, so that's two away. 2-7. What did I do? Jody Davis made that out, right? Runner on second, yes. That was Say. What am I talking about? 2-7, fly ball. Oh. Yeah, I figured that last, so he struck out Davis. Okay. make some adjustments, guys. I'm getting used to this myself, so I'm sorry for the delays. I'm trying something new. Davis is out 4-5. Doesn't matter, he struck out anyway. Alright, and Say goes 2-7. 2-7 to center field, and that takes care of him. And here comes Jay Johnstone. Jay Johnstone with a runner on second base. Keith Walden takes his lead off his second. Here comes the Havoc. Nothing doing. And here comes the pitch. And that's a 2-7 from the right side. Ooh, in between a whole lot. And he swings and misses, and he strikes out. So Orel Hershiser gets his fourth strikeout, striking out 2 in the inning, giving up a walk, a single, and a wild pitch for a run, but in between a whole lot for Jay Johnstone. And the inning has come to an end. So in the fourth for the Cubs, they get 1 run on 1 hit. And they leave 1. We played 3.5 here at Dodger Stadium. It is the Cubs 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Yeah, it looks like a yeah, it looks like a reminiscence of last night's game. 3-0 before Dodgers are going to come on late again. Are they going to come on late? Well, we will see. All right, Franklin Stubbs will lead it off for the Dodgers, followed by Guerrero. And I didn't make the adjustment here, and I need to do that. And I might have to go back to my old way. I was a strikeout in between a whole lot. That was a strikeout, 2-7. Yeah, 2-7. And that's it. That ended the inning. All right. So I just wanted to get things up. Franklin Stubbs will lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Franklin Stubbs is 1 for 1. He doubled, just missing a home run in the 1st inning. And he's standing in from the left side of the base, the plate rather. And here comes the pitch. That is a 4-8 from the left side, and that's a split on a single, 1-12. That's a 20. That's a line drive shot to second base, and Sandberg is right there to glove it for the out. 1 away. 4-8. So that's 1 away. Here comes Pedro Guerrero. He walked his first time up. 4-8. And here comes the pitch to Guerrero. And that's going to be a 6-8 from the right side. It's popped up left side of the infield. Larry Bowa was calling for it, as well as Say, and it's going to be Bowa's ball for the out. So it's a 6. So that's 2 quick outs. And Mike Marshall will stand in. Mike Marshall is 0 for 1. Stands in on the right side of the plate. Marshall. Rick Sutcliffe has them off balance so far. That account subject to change. And it does. 4-7, right side. 4-7 is a split on a double on a 1. That's a 14. That's a high fly ball to center field. Rob Denier going back. He's at the track, at the wall, and he's going to make the catch for the 3rd out. A long drive by Mike Marshall, caught by Denier, and that'll end the 4th inning here in Dodgerland. We played 4. The score remains the Cubs 3 and the Dodgers nothing. We will go to the top of the 5th inning. Alright, you're watching the 1984 community replay in Cards and Dice, and we're going to the top of the fifth inning. Chicago 3 runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Los Angeles Dodgers. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. As we go to the fifth inning, Larry Bowa lead it off, followed by Sutcliffe, and then Rob Denier. And Oral Hershiser's pitch. And that's a 2-5. 2-5 from the right side. That's a solid base hit into right field. So Larry Bowa gets the inning started off right on a 2-5. That's a leadoff single. Alright, so Bowa, let's see. Bowa's a 2 through 5 and a 12 for 16 minus the 3. Yeah, it's a good, let's try it. Let's try to see if we can get the jump here. So he has to go 2 through 5 and a 12. Corners are in. And that's a 7, so he does not get the jump. He goes to a 12, and that'll be a minus 5, so it's a 7, so we're not doing it there. Corners are in for Sutcliffe. So Brock and Guerrero, and we're going to get the strategy chart up and see what we get on the sacrifice. Alright, so Sutcliffe. 4 hitting card. And the corners are in, and let's see what the Havoc says. And that almost rolled over to a Havoc. It did not, so put that to the side, and we're going to roll for a sacrifice bunt. So the bunting is a D for Sutcliffe. Let's see what happens. And that's a 4, so it's going to go to the first baseman on a 5D, and he's going to get the job done. It's bunted down the first base line. It's going to be fielded by the first baseman, Brock. He'll go to sacks at first, and that's a sack 4. That's a sack 3-4. 3-4. So he does his job, and he does it well. So that is 1 out with Bowa on second base. And Bob Denier has a chance to get the Cubs another run here. But before I do that, let's see. And Denier will bat from the right side. He's 0 for 2. So far in this game, he flew out to left field his last time up. Hershiser from the stretch. And the Havoc is a 2. So we're going to have a balk or pass ball. And it's going to be a balk on a 2 for Oral Hershiser. 1-2. And it's a 2. And the home plate umpire and all the umpires say he balked. And Tommy Lasorda is on the top of the dugout steps. He is not happy at this moment. So Bowa will go to third on a BK. And now Tommy's coming out. He wants to talk to the home plate umpire, Ed Montague, and to try to get an explanation on what he did. Solskjaer is also conversing with Eddie Montague, and now Lasorda is heading back to the dugout. So we have a balk play, so give me some time to establish that with the computer game. And that is a balk. And I think we're a little further down now. Nope. Yep, right there. And okay, so we got a runner on third, and now the Dodgers have to go infield in. And we're 1 out. Denier still at the plate. And a lot of balks and wild pitches are happening to the Dodgers. I expected a lot of errors, but the fundamentals of the game, that's a havoc and nothing doing. So Rob Denier waiting for his pitch. And that goes 5-11 on the right side. 5-11, it's a high fly ball to right field. And Stubbs, 5-11 is a 4-11. So he has to clear 5-11. Let me see if I got that right. Yep. So 5-11 Stubbs. This might drop in for a base hit. So we did talk about it in pregame with the Dodgers outfielders. He has to clear 1 through 11 off the 20. And it's a 15. He's going to get the job done on a 4. And he drops the ball. He drops the ball. So that's going to be an E9. Unbelievable. E9. Well, we did say there was going to be a lot of errors. E9. Well, at least he didn't give up a hit. And Bo is going to score. And I'll put a black dot for unearned. And Boa scores. And Denier's on first. So I think this game is starting to come apart a little bit. Okay, so Sandberg will take the bat to the right-hand side of the batter's box. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out his first time up. Infield is back. And setting up for the double play. But before we do that, we're going to go 3 through 6 for an 18. Minus that is a 15. So we're going to go to see if Denier can get the jump on the 3 through 6. And it's an 8. Does not get it. All right, so he didn't get it. So we'll go to the back number. Minus 4 is 1 to 11. And minus 5 is 1 to 10 to try to swipe the bag. All right, so let's get everybody involved here. It's a 50% chance. And Frank, Kevin, whoever else is in the room, what do you want to do here? They're up by, they got a 4-0 lead. 1 out. Ryan Sandberg at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Nothing much, Kev. I'm just asking for bench coaches. Either you, Frankie, or both of you, whoever else is in the room, I don't know. And he didn't get the jump on the 18. But his back number brings him down to a 15. He's at 10%. He's a 50% to try to swipe second base on his back number, which is a 10, 1 to 10. Hold him. 1 out. 1 out. Runner on first. 1 out. I got a hold from Frankie. And Joe Holland. Hello, Joe. Okay. All right, Joe. All right. You put the final say on that. That's for sure. I respect that. And here we go. Ryan Sandberg waiting for his pitch from Oro from the stretch. And here we go. And that's a 6, guys. And that's going to be a 6-11. Right side, 6-11, high fly ball to center field, and Reynolds is moving a few steps back, and he's going to make that catch for the second out. And Sandberg's 0 for 3 now. And here comes Gary Matthews, who reached on an error and walked and scored both times. So Matthews is a right-hand batter. 0 for 1, 2 runs scored. Hershiser still from the stretch. Runner on first is Denier. And here comes the pitch. The havoc. That account subject to change. And that is subject to change. And that's a 5-7 from the right side. And that's a called strike 3. Ed Montague strikes out Gary Matthews to end the inning. That is strikeout number 5 for Orem, but not before it gives up another run. On one hit, there was a Dodger error, and they leave 1. We are halfway through here at Dodger Stadium. It's the Cubs 4 and the Dodgers nothing. Sutcliffe back on the bump, finishing up his warm-ups. And he'll face Scioscia, Brock, and Russell here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And before we do that, I need to correct All right, so Scioscia stands in. He's 0 for 1. Dodgers looking for try to get something started here. They started something late last night, so Rick Sutcliffe pretty much has them off balance as of right now. And here comes the pitch to Scioscia, standing on the left side of the batter's box, and that's going to be a 5-7. Left side, and that's a called strike 3, so Scioscia goes down. And that is strikeout number 1 for Rick. So Rick finally picks up a strikeout here on a 5-7. And here comes Greg Brock, and that is 11 in a row. Yes. Brock so far two were earned, and he gave up 4, 2 were only earned. I have to look again, Kevin. I flipped the sheet already. All right, so Brock stands in, left side of the plate, and that's going to be a 5-4 from the left side, and that's going to be a range play to third, and that's going to be Say. 5-4. That 5-4 for Say has to clear 1 through 6, and let's see what the range brings. It's a 14. He's going to glove it. Check for errors, and that's a 9, and it's going to play it cleanly. Cuts across the diamond to Moreland, and that's a 5-3 put out for two down now. And Rick Sutcliffe really is on a roll here. He got 12 in a row already, and Russell stands in from the right side. He's 0 for 1. That's going to be a 5-6, and that's another strikeout for Rick Sutcliffe. So he picks up a pair here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and that's another 1, 2, 3 inning for Rick Sutcliffe here in the 5th. We played 5 here at Dodger Stadium. It's the Cubs 4 and the Dodgers nothing. We'll go to the 6th. All right, talk about no-hitters, and then you could talk about one-hitters. All right, so we go to the top of the 6th inning. It will be Moreland, Davis, and Say. Cubs lead at 4-0. Timeout. I get again. I ended the inning on a strikeout, right? And it was, I know the call. 5 and that. All right. So Moreland steps in to the right side of the batter's box. Moreland is 2 for 2, a two-run jack in the first. And a base hit his last time at the plate. That'll count, subject to change. And that's going to be a 5-7 from the right side, and that's an Hershiser strikeout. He caught the outside corner, and he strikes out Moreland for strikeout number 6. Alright, so 1 away. Jody Davis to stand in. Batting from the right side, Davis is 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. And the pitch. Right side, 5-4. It's going to be a ballpark. Ballpark for a righty, and that's a 1 to 15. That's a 17. Doesn't get it, so it is a 5-4. And that's going to be lifted to left field. And Mike Marshall moving over towards the line, and he's going to make the catch on a 5-4. And 17. So we got 2 away. And Ron Say will step to the plate. Say he's 0 for 2. And the pitch. That's a 6-4 from the right side. 6-4 is going to be a range play to the shortstop. That's going to be Bill Russell. Russell's a 4, as we all know, because we talked about it pregame. Clear 1-6, and he gets that done. And he's heavy here. That's a 14. Oh, and he just missed getting an error on a 15. He feels it. The ball drops out of his glove. He scoops it up. He fires the first. And that'll take care of it. 1-2-3 inning. So Russell knocked it down to avoid an error, and the Cubs go down 1-2-3. 5.5 in the books. Score remains 4-0 Cubs. Just barely got there. All right. Do we lift him or we keep him? He's a 3-hitting card. I have a feeling he's going to lead off the inning with a base hit. What do you guys think? Let him pitch. Get a pinch hitter up. I'm going to leave him in. That's what I'm going to do. My back. All right, so Hershiser is coming up. Tommy was sort of. Now we got. We got a few. We got Yeager, Whitfield, Bob Baylor, Anderson, Maldonado, Kenny Landreau. Holland says bringing the batter. Okay. I would say, yeah. You're right, Joel. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So Oral Hershiser is done. He goes 6 innings. Gave up 3 hits. I'm checking. All right, so he gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. ERA, 4 runs, and 2 were earned. So that's a line score on him. Who am I going to bring up? So it's going to be a pinch hitter. Nine. Pinch hit. Let me see. Against Sutcliffe. Alright, Terry Winfield. So that here for Oral Hershiser here in the sixth inning. Let me just write him in. And let me just check out his stats. I can get that. Boom, boom. Come on. LA. Stats. And Whitfield. Terry Whitfield batting 275. And he's going to pinch hit here off of Rick Sutcliffe. And Oral's not happy in the dugout right now. But it is, you're down 4-0, and you got to get something started. Plus Rick Sutcliffe has this team off balance right now, so Whitfield is going to be batting here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And I need to change the computer. Crying out loud. And what do you say, Whitfield? And now he's in. Okay, so here we go. Rick Sutcliffe waited long enough. Tells him to get in the batter's box. He's batting from the left side. He's batting 275 on the season. And here comes his pitch. And that's going to be a 5-6 from the left side. And Sutcliffe gets him on a strikeout looking. That is number 3. He struck out the last 3 out of 4. And that tells me that Sutcliffe is getting looser. So that is a 5-6. 1 away. And Stevie Sachs. He's 0 for 2. Grounded both times to third base. Here's the pitch. And that is a 1-8. 1-8 is a ground ball to the left side. Larry Boa goes towards the hole, gloves it, and he fires the first for the second out. So that's 2 away. And here comes R.J. Reynolds. R.J. with 2 down. He's 0 for 2. And Sutcliffe, not wasting any time, delivers. Oh, that's a 112. And what is that? Oosh. It's a ground ball to the right side. It's going to be fielded by Moreland. He'll foot to Sutcliffe at first base. And that is another Rick Sutcliffe. 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16 sat down in a row. We played 6 here at Dodger Stadium. The score remains Cubs 4 and the Dodgers nothing. We need a new pitcher. Who am I going to bring in? Let's see. 112. Okay, so who made the last out? Reynolds? Okay, so who are we bringing in? All right, we're going to bring in Pat Zachary for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, right-hander. All right, so Zach is coming in, and I'm going to put him in Reynolds' spot. So Reynolds is done. Alright, so who am I putting in the outfield now? Now Whitfield. I could leave Whitfield there. And he'll be the center fielder. So and that's it. Alright, so we made that move. Hershiser is finished. Zachary warming up his pitch. I just got to get the stats now. Oh, wait a minute. Whitfield is going to be the center fielder. Trying to give him a position, and he's not. Hold on a second. He didn't take. Why is that? Oh, I know why. I made a mistake, damn it. Shit. Alright, I gotta do something. Son of a gun. Reynolds, 3-1. Yeah. Alright, so he made the last out, so Whitfield. So Zachary. And then I'll put him here, but before I do that, Reynolds. Okay, now it worked. Okay, got it. All right, sorry for the delay. All right, so Zachary's in. And Whitfield stays where he is. And Jay Johnstone will step to the plate here in the 7th inning. I think the Cubs beat them on this day. Not that. June, Friday. Yeah, the Dodgers beat them 7-1 in real life. So we go to the bottom, top of the 7th. Jay Johnstone will lead it off. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Let's see, here comes Pat Zachary's first pitch. That's going to be a 4-5 from the left side. Range play to short. Range play to short is Russell. He's a 428. And that's an 11. He'll get to it. And that's a 7. And he's going to field it cleanly. He goes to first base, 1 away. Larry Boa singled his last time up and scored. Hey, Al, how are you, buddy? How you doing, kid? Larry Boa steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2 in the game, singled and scored his last time up. He's batting from the left side. Pat Zachary's pitch. That's going to be a 6-11 from the left side, and that's a ground ball to the right side. Stevie Sachs ranges over towards his left, gloves it, and he throws him out at first base on 4-3. Rick Sutcliffe will stand to the plate. Yeah, it's Everything's well, Al. Thank you. And thanks for saying hello. I watched the game last night, and it was a pretty good one. Al, the Red Sox fan, he has a channel. Just look up his name, Al, Red Sox fan. You can't miss him. They call him the Boston Kid. All right, so 2 down, and Sutcliffe, who swings a 4 card, number 4 hitting card, is 0 for 1. And that is a 5-5 from the left side, 5-5, and that's a call strike 3, and Zachary will get his first strikeout. Here in the 7th, the Cubs go down 1-2-3. We're at the 7th inning stretch time, so you might as well just stand up and stretch. It is the Cubs 4 and the Dodgers nothing. We'll be right back to play the bottom of the 7th inning. Dodgers need to get something going. Hope they're not going to pull a late drama like in Game 1. But we will find out. And Rick Sutcliffe, that is 1-2-3 innings, and that is 15 plus Marshall is a 16 straight put down by Rick Sutcliffe here at Dodger Stadium. 5-5. Okay, we start off with Franklin Stubbs. Left-handed batter, bottom of the 7th we go. Stubbs is 1 for 2. Got a double, just missed a home run in the first inning. That would have got the Dodgers a little bit started, at least kick-started. Here comes Sutcliffe's pitch. And that's going to be a 5-7 from the left side, and that's Ed Montague rings him up, and he strikes him out. And Sutcliffe is now coming with the strikeouts. He knows what happened last night, and he's not going to make that happen again tonight. That is 4 strikeouts out of the last 7. 5, 7. And here comes Pedro Guerrero. Guerrero is 0 for 1. He popped up the short his last time up. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-8 from the right side, and it's popped up again inside the infield. Larry Bowa is calling for it behind the mound, and he makes the catch. So that is 2 away. And you talk about anemic. And you're seeing it with the Dodger bats. Here comes last night's hero. 6-8. No, it wasn't a 6-8. Was it 6-8? Come on, let me. Okay, here comes Mike Marshall. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to center field his last time up. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. You're watching the 1984 community replay, Cards and Dice. If you want to join this league, I'll put the description in the description box after this game. And it's a lot of fun. You just have to have a season on whatever you're playing. No matter what it is, baseball, 1984, no matter what it is, to join. Mike Marshall, 0 for 2. Here comes Sutcliffe's pitch. And that's a 2-8 from the right side. Oh, in between a whole lot. It's popped up into the infield, the right side. Moreland's calling for it. And near the foul line, and it's caught, and the umpire Steve Ripley calls fair ball, and the inning is over. It's another 1-2-3 for Rick. 7 in the books. It's the Cubs 4 and the Dodgers nothing. Is this game putting people to sleep, or anybody Seeing what Rick Sutcliffe is doing here. Top of the 8th we go. It's going to be Bob Denier leading it off for the Chicago Cubs, followed by Sandberg and Matthews. Here in the 8th inning, Denier is 0 for 3. 0 for 3, 0 for 2 with an RBI. Yeah. If so, it just occurs. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Yes, 19 in a row so far. Okay, this is game 2 of a 4-game series tomorrow night. And I don't know if I could get it in, but I will. If you see it posted, I'll try to get it in tomorrow night. It's going to be rainy for the Cubs and Bob Welch for the Dodgers in game 3 on the Saturday night matinee. Saturday matinee. Here comes Denier. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-9 from the right side, and that's lifted to left field. Moving over towards the line, and near the corner is Mike Marshall. He makes the catch for the first out. All right, one away. And here comes Ryan Sandberg looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3, flew out to center his last time up. And the pitch from Zachary, and it goes 3-3 from the right side, and that's a swing and a miss, and Sandberg strikes out. Zachary's second strikeout of the game. Two away, and here comes Matthews. Matthews is wait, 3-3. I said. Yep, 3-3. And here comes Matthews. Matthews is 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored in this game. All right, just grab yourself a hot chocolate, Sean, and watch the end of this game. All right, so Zachary with 2 down now, and he's going to face Matthews. Matthews 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Like I said, here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-4 from the right side, and he loses him. He walks him. Matthews walks for the second time. It's a 2-out walk. And Keith Mullen's going to be the batter with 2 outs. Mullen is 2 for 3. He homered in the first, a 2-run shot. Let me see. With a 2-run shot in the first, and he worked out a walk to start the inning off, and wind up scoring in the 4th inning. So 2 outs, a runner on. Here comes the Havoc. Nothing doing. And now the pitch. 6-4 from the right side, range play to center. We did talk about this. Disaster for the outfielders. 6-4. And Whitfield has to clear 1 through 11 naturally. Let's see what happens. And that's an 11, and it's going to drop right in front of him for a base hit. Checking for a 5. We got a rare play in the workings on an S2. And let's see, line shot. Whitfield gets back. Mullen takes a big turn. All right, so I got to read this. So something happened over here on an S2. S2 rare. S2 rare. S2. S2, was it a 1 or a 2? Man. an 11 on a 4. It's an SI2. Rare play. The batter hits a single with base runners advancing 2 bases. As the batter rounds first, the fielder's throw behind him and catches him off the bag for the out. Oh, what a blunder by Moreland. A base hit. Matthews goes all the way to third, but he makes a wide turn. And how they're going to field that, let me see. Center field. So what is it? It's going to be 8-4 to 3 or 8-3. I'm going to mark it 8-3. 8-3 put out. And that takes care of the Cubs here in the 8th inning. No runs on 1 hit. They do leave a man. And we played 7.5 here at Dodgerland. It is the Cubs 4. It is the Cubs 4 and the Dodgers nothing. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Rick Sutcliffe. Let me see. Is that 19 in a row? I believe it's 19 in a row by Rick Sutcliffe. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, it's going to be Mike Scioscia, Brock, and Russell here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 19 sat down by Rick Sutcliffe in this game. He is actually throwing a 1-hitter. Scioscia batting from the left side. He's 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. Here's the pitch by Rick. 2-8 from the right side. And it's popped up in the infield. Sandberg calling for it. And he makes the catch. Make it 20. Greg Brock standing in from the left side. He's 0 for 2 himself. He grounded out to third his last time up. And naturally, I forgot. All night long, I've been forgetting. All right, so Brock stands in 0 for 2. He grounded out his last time up. And the pitch by Sutcliffe. 6-6 from the left side, and that's a cold strike 3, and Rick Sutcliffe picks up another strikeout. That is strikeout number 5. He didn't start getting strikeouts until the 5th inning. That is 2 more down, and Bill Russell will stand in. He is 0 for 2. What was it? 2. I'm going to call it a 5. Okay, Russell stands in. He's 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. Well, how many did he get out tonight, Frank? Because I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20. I got 21 in a row. I think I did better than you tonight. Oh, shit. All right, Russell, here comes another one. 6-4, right side, and that's going to be a range play to center field, and it's hit to Bob Denier. He's a 1, so you can forget about that. And that's a 14. What was the call? Center field. 6, 4. So the range play is a 14 for an F3, and that is a 12, and he's going to make the catch. And that's another 1, 2, 3 inning for Rick Sutcliffe. Wow. So we played 8 here at Dodger Stadium. It is the Cubs 4 and the Los Angeles Dodgers nothing. I'm pretty sure Mr. Lasorda is eating a lot of Rolaids. as of right now. Excuse me, I need something to drink. Yeah, I didn't get the strikeouts, but I did get the in a row. All right, Jody Davis to stand in here in the top of the ninth inning. Jody Davis 0 for 3. Pat Zachary still in relief. He's working on his third inning. This will be his third inning of release. I'm trying to think of the word right now, and I can't think of it. So here comes the pitch. Endurance. And that's going to be a 3-5 from the right side. And that 3-5 for Davis is going to be a walk. So it's a leadoff walk. So the Cubs start the inning off with a base runner. And Ransay, who did not have a great night with the glove, is coming up. Yeah, made a mistake. Okay, made the correction. So Davis is on. Ransay steps to the plate. He is 0 for 3, grounded out to short his last time up. Here comes the Havoc. That's a 17, nothing on the Havoc. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-9 from the right side. And 3-9's a split. 1 to 16, she's gone. That's a 1. And that ball is hit deep to center field. Whitfield going back. He's at the wall and says so long. Ransay hits a 2-run homer. And now the Cubs lead it 6-0 here at Dodger Stadium. And that's 5. That's the way the ninth inning starts off for the Chicago Cubs. Zachary, let me see, that's 4. Let's see. It is, Frank. It's definitely history. That is for sure. All right, and Tommy is just going to the water cooler, and he's not going to make a move right now. All right, so Jay Johnstone stands in. Johnstone is 0 for 3, grounded out to short his last time up. And that's going to be a 1-4. 1-4, ground ball to the right side. Brock's going to pick it up. He flips to Zachary for the out. That's the first out in the inning here in the ninth. Larry Boa. Oh, damn it. You gotta be kidding me. That was a 3-9. I didn't make the move, so I gotta make the move. That was a 1 on the 20. So say goodbye, sayonara. All right. What do you want to do, Tommy? I don't think you want to do nothing at this point. And then he got Zachary to ground out. 3-9. All right. Boa. Reading the chat. Beast tonight. Yes, he is. He's not finished. He has 3 more to go. And they finally completed it. Yep, even. All right, here we go. Boa. 1 for 3. Grounded out his last time up. Well, that's a 6-12 from the left side. It's going to be a range play to second base. What did I say? 6-12. And Sachs is a 3. That's to clear 1 through 6. And 1 through 4. He gets that done, and that's a 14, and he's not going to boo it. That's a ground ball to second base. Sachs picks it up. That is 2 away. And here comes Rick Sutcliffe. He's 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. And that's going to be 3-4. 3-4. Ground ball to third base, scooped up by Guerrero, and that'll do it. But the damage came 2 batters before this, 2 runs for the Cubs on 1 hit. And that is it. It is 6-0 Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. And takes care of that. All right. So Rick Sutcliffe comes back for the 9th inning. 3-6-9. That's 18. That's 21, 22 sat down in a row by Rick Sutcliffe in this game. And I didn't put this Whitfield. Whitfield's going to bat here. He struck out his first time up. Strike Kevin, 12 runner. Okay, here we go. And Sutcliffe, as I say, 21 in a row. Whitfield is 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. Here comes the pitch. And that's a 5-11 from the left side, 5-11. And that's a cold strike 3. And he strikes him out for the 2nd time in the game. That is 6 strikeouts for Rick Sutcliffe. And we go to the top of the order. Wait a minute. 6, 11. Yep, that's number 22. Sachs is 0 for 3. The only hit that came in the first inning, Franklin Stubbs. He just missed a home run, settled for a double, and that was it. After that, it was lights out, and that's a foul tip. Here comes the pitch. 3. That's a 3-6. Oh, just barely missed the split on a triple single. That's a ground ball to third base, fielded by Say. He goes across the diamond, and that's another out. So 3-6. And that's 2 away, and that was the pitcher, so I didn't make that move, so I'm going to make it now. Oh, come on, man. JR was out of the game, so we're going to have a pinch hitter for Pat Zachary here, and let's see who we're going to bring in. Who's going to break this up? Who's going to break it up? And let's see. Who's going to break this up? No. I'm going to go with a left-handed hitter. Kenny Landreau is going to come in. He's going to grab the bat here. So it is number 2. L-A-N-D-R-E-A-U-X. Pinch hitter. And that was for Reynolds, right? Okay. So here we go with 2 outs. Kenny Landreau's going to grab the bat. I'm not going to look up his stats. It's getting late in this replay. So I got to... Candy's here, but Maldonado's here, but does have power, but I see Landreau as more of a right hand. He's a left-handed batter, so, and I got to put him in. So let me see, home team and pinch hitter. Okay, here we go, boys. Landro getting his first at bat for the night. He did play in game 1, and he was 1 for 3 in the game with a pair of walks. So Rick Sutcliffe looks in, gets a sign by Jody Davis, and here he comes. And that's a 1-11 from the right side, ground ball to the right side. It's going to be fielded by Moreland. He flips to Sutcliffe, then the ball game is over. A one-hit shutout by Rick Sutcliffe here at Dodger Stadium. And the ball game ends 6-0 in favor of Chicago here at Dodger Stadium. For the Cubs, 6 runs on 5 hits. There were no errors. For the Dodgers, no runs, 1 hit, and 2 errors. I'm going to say, well, look at that, Frank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 innings. So that speaks for itself. He's definitely going to get the player of the game. And we'll do game 3 tomorrow. Oh, wait a minute. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday? Rick Sutcliffe, the star of the night. That's Zachary. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. I'm taking out the truck tomorrow night, so I don't know if I'm going to be home in time. I gotta find out where it's at. If it's an hour away, I won't be home in time. So that was it. All right, so that's going to do it for tonight's 1984 community replay. I want to thank Joe Holland, Frankie S., Kevin, Sean, and Big Al from Boston for joining us. And I'll see you guys on the next video. I will post it. Just look for it. Okay, guys, be safe, and I'll talk to you soon.